What a finish! What a man!
The drum roll finishes, and the target is hit.
And that was it. We've got a brilliant solitaire of the week, and it comes on finals night, and it's a knockout push.
Dirty Harrison! Van Velzen!
To leave herself on 156. O'Sullivan looking at 142. The bullseye leads double 16. Well, that is out of the top draw for Rhian O'Sullivan.
Poses herself. Double top. And she finds it. That's good contagion. Pressures this 101. Double 16, finds it. Gets her first leg on the board.
Double 8. And what a contest this is becoming. It's double 8. And Laura Turner is eventually on the board. She gets the better.
It is game on here at the Modus Super Series Women's Week, where 3 players have already made it through to finals night, and the remaining half of the field will be filled at the end of this evening session. Now, this afternoon, Vicky Pruitt and Trina Gulliver made it through, and I'm delighted to say that Trina is alongside me. She'll be commentating on the action tonight, but let's start with you, Trina. Many congratulations.
Thank you very much.
What's the feeling like to be there on Saturday night?
Yeah, great. You know, it's I haven't had the best. I haven't played my best down here, and to finally get over that line and qualify for the Saturday evening, I'm thrilled to bits.
Yeah, there's been some good moments this week, some good days. My favourite moment is when you actually learned you had qualified, because you weren't aware of it when this winning double went in, were you?
No, I wasn't at all. And Jack Garwood, the referee, he said to me, congratulations, I'll see you Saturday night. And I went, is that it? Am I through? And he went, yeah. I went, oh, right. So hence the celebration there.
And then give it the big one. But yeah,
give it the big one, yeah.
Something to be pleased about, because, as you said, there have been other times when you've had good days but haven't been able to put a few good days together. So you must be pleased to have done that in this week.
Yeah. It's, you know, I've had, like you say, Monday I had a great day. Tuesday I was fading away a little bit, and Wednesday was a bit of a disaster. The wheels fell off. So, and then again on Thursday 4 out of 5. And then today I really struggled actually, but you know, managed to get over the line, but yeah, struggled today.
The other player going through from that group was Vicky Pruitt, and she's actually made it through to finals night all 3 women's weeks that she's been here. She played really well, got most of the work done yesterday. Yeah,
she played well. She's very consistent, and you know, she's a great player, Vicky. She's been playing a long time, and she took some time out quite a while back, but has come back, and she's strong as ever.
Yeah, she's through with yourself and Gemma Hayter, who won Group A. Group B will be decided this evening. Rhian O'Sullivan leads away in the table, having won all of her matches in an electrifying opening night last night. Kirsty, Vikanan and Lisa Ashton both have 4 points and occupy the other 2 places. Lorraine Winstanley and Laura Turner giving chase at the moment. But those top 3 players will be heavy favourites to go through with the pedigree that they've got. The top 2, of course, the former champions here.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, Rhian did a lot of her work yesterday and everything, so she'll be looking to just get over the line, you know, she's got to make sure she gets 2. I think maybe 1, I think she's done. And, but yeah, and then the race really is between Lisa and Kirsty. So, but you never know, the other 2 might do something dangerous and come through and upset things.
Yeah, so there's one of them that, you know, they're going to play each other, aren't they? So one of them's going to get to 4 points. That's the same as Lisa and Kirsty. Second and third, top 3 going through in this group. Do you expect to see much change, or do you think the top 3 that are there will be safe?
Going on what I've seen, if they play like they did yesterday, then I think the top 3 are going to be pretty much the same. However, you know what darts is like. Anything can happen, and a few slipped errors and things like that, it can all change.
Like Vicky Pruitt, Kirsty Vikanan has never failed to make it through to a Saturday night. So she would have been disappointed not to have won Group A. She lost the last 2 matches, but she regrouped well and produced some decent stuff, didn't she?
She did, yeah. She had 2 ton plus checkouts yesterday, and she played some good stuff. But yeah, she was absolutely gutted on the Wednesday where she didn't qualify. She just missed out, and yes, but she recovered well and is doing well. And if she keeps on going, playing the way she did yesterday, then she'll be through.
And as for Lisa, last time she was here, I think illness plagued her week a little bit, didn't make it through to Saturday, so she'll be determined to put that right tonight.
Yeah, she will, you know, and she's played some solid stuff all week, so, you know, she's got every chance.
Absolutely. The bookies, well, they obviously think that it's going to be won by Rhian O'Sullivan. She's going to be a big odds-on favourite, Rhian, and there it is 4-11. Kirsty Vikanan 4-1. Lisa Ashton 9-2. They don't think there's going to be much change at all. Those odds are to win the group. So the 50-1 about Lorraine Winstanley and 100-1 around Laura Turner to win the group. But look, someone could sneak through if either Kirsty or Lisa have a bad night. Then there's an opportunity for either of those players. It
can happen. It can happen, and it'll be interesting to see. You know, the first game tonight is Rhian and Lisa, which was an absolute stormer last night, the last game of the night. And I think, you know, that's going to... It's a tough game for Lisa to have first game. And, we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, Rhian won it 3-0. It was the fastest game we've ever seen at the Super Series. 4 minutes and 54 seconds. She was brilliant, wasn't she, throughout that match?
She was on fire, absolutely on fire, and you know, Lisa didn't play bad. She had a good average herself, sort of thing. But Rhian didn't give her any chances.
2 points, so 1 win away from qualifying tonight. Rhian O'Sullivan. I think it's a matter of when rather than if.
Yeah, I think so, and you know, she'll be going into today feeling very confident with how she's played yesterday, and. So there's no reason why she can't carry that on through.
If you are going to have a bet, please gamble responsibly. It's 18+, gambleaware.org. Rhian O'Sullivan in action in the opening match of the evening. The opponent is Lisa Ashton, in repeat of that quickfire contest at the end of last night. Before it gets started, let's hear from the Lancashire Rose. Lisa, last chance to make it through to finals night. How do you think it's gone this week for you?
First day wasn't really good. Second day got a bit. Third day was a great day, and then last night was. I'm happy. I'm still in the running. Yeah,
you played really well last night. Had the highest average of anyone over the 4 matches, but a mixed bag in terms of results.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, I'd have good games, bit down and anything, but I'm a bit happy with the results. And then Rhian just went mental on the last one with me.
I know last time you were here at a Women's Week, you started to sort of feel unwell, and that affected your performances. How much would it mean to you to make it to the Saturday and be there for the big occasion this week?
Oh, definitely, yeah. I'm aiming to get to Saturday night. I haven't been there, so that's my aim. I'll be happy to get there, yeah.
Where is your game at generally at the moment, do you feel?
I'm having some really good games and down games. I need to find some consistency. Hopefully it will all go together, and once I get consistent, then I'll be happy with it.
We are starting to see a real mix of winners, particularly in the women's series. Here at the Super Series, we had 2 different winners of the Women's Week in Rhian and Kirsty, who are both in this group. What does it say about the strength in depth in the women's game?
Yeah, definitely. The women's game's going higher and higher. Like you said, there's not just like Bo or me or Fallon. There's loads now, and there's more youth coming through, like you've seen this afternoon. It's brilliant. The more winners we get different, it shows us more interest in the ladies' game, and they're all coming through now, so we'll always have to keep going.
You have won most titles in the game in every different code, PDC, BDO, WDF. What would it mean to you if you were to win the Women's Week tomorrow night?
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's on my bucket list. My first aim is I've got to get through to Saturday night, so I've just got to concentrate, get my head down, get consistent, and then just qualify for tomorrow night.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Here we go then. Modus Super Series Women's Week 3, the final chance to qualify for Saturday night. Lisa Ashton and Rhian O'Sullivan, the first 2 on the stage. People may have been tuning in for their Friday night Sporting fix to watch R. O'Sullivan this evening. Well, Rhian went off like a rocket yesterday, winning all 4 of her fixtures, including that blitz against Ashton in this fixture when she averaged 98, won 3-0 in under 5 minutes. And Lisa Ashton will be well aware of what faces her in this opener. She has the throw this time around against the Welshwoman who was the first ever Women's Week champion. She's a win away from making it through to Saturday night, where she would, of course, be joining Trina Gulliver, who's alongside me now.
Good evening, Chris.
Jack Garwood, the man with the mic, calling out the numbers. You'll have to call them out quickly in this game, won't you, Trina?
It's Lisa to throw first.
Yeah, if there's anything like the last game of the evening last night, really quick game. They're both very fast players. And
83.
He must have struggled to keep up, to be fair.
Yeah, it's a skill in itself, isn't it? Calling for quick players.
100.
And Rhian out of the blocks quickly again.
100.
If she does win this game, we'll know 4 of the names through to finals night, and the remaining 4 will battle it out for the last 2 spots.
140.
Well, it looks like Rhian's starting tonight the way she left off at the moment.
60. 100. 81. Rhian, you require
Recovers well there with her
161.
last start. Doesn't leave herself a finish, but
37.
that's unfortunate there for Rhian. A bounce out.
1-2-4 when she comes back. Ashton just trying to find a way to apply some pressure.
97.
That will do it.
Rhian, you require 124.
Well, it started with a 1-4-2 yesterday. We've jumbled up the numbers. Oh, and she's gone for the double 8.
108.
That was audacious,
So you
declining the
require
14
80.
bull route. And it almost paid off.
Indeed it did. So tops now for Lisa.
40. Rhian, you require
Can't find it, so
16.
Rhian returns for double 8. Double 4 then.
Yeah,
And she
it's on
finds
the
it with a
first
third
leg.
dart.
Rhian O'Sullivan.
And takes a 1-0 lead.
Second leg, it's Rhian to throw first. Game on.
1 minute 51 seconds. I'm going to say it. That's a slow start.
Compared to last
60.
night, it is.
140.
Defeat for Lisa would just leave her looking over her shoulder with Laura Turner and Lorraine Winstanley playing in the next couple of games.
60.
Hasn't made it to a Women's Week Saturday night, but has made
41.
it to a Saturday night in a normal Super Series week.
Yeah, that just shows the quality of a game.
108.
A lovely maximum there
He
from Rhian.
First of the evening.
140.
Sure we'll see many more.
$55.
Lisa Ashton rattled in 6 maximums yesterday.
100. Rhian, you require 146.
So she took out a 142 yesterday. Can she take out a 146? It's on. Not this time, but leaves it
138.
very handy.
BC require 80.
It's almost a carbon copy of the opening leg. Lisa Ashton wanting 80. That becomes 65. So I may have to go 15 bull here.
39.
Couldn't quite pull it off.
Rhian, you require 8.
So this now for a 2-0 lead.
Shot on the second
Hits
leg.
it with a
Rhian
first
O'Sullivan.
start.
Well, it's 5 straight legs against Lisa Ashton. And the
Third
amount
leg,
of
it's
playing
Lisa
time
to
between
throw
this pair
first.
is going to be incredibly
Game on.
short over the course of their 2 fixtures if Rhian wins this one.
38.
Is this a game that sort of feeds a narrative of styles suiting similar
140.
styles.
Yeah, they complement each other, and therefore you expect a good game. They're in the same kind of rhythm, and you know that helps each player out.
55.
There were plenty of pacey players in your group as well. Everyone really gets on with it. You're by no means a slow thrower, but you might have felt it again in some of the matches this afternoon.
Yeah, well, I'd say Paige is the quickest, I would imagine. You got Katie and Robin.
21.
Yeah, so it's in comparison, I'm probably one of the slowest in that.
$140.
That's good from Ashton. She should have 6 starts. Well, I say that. I shouldn't have said that.
140. Lisa require 128.
So 128. Then for Lisa, can't be done now. So Rhian will be coming back.
44.
145.
145.
Not going to take it, but Ashton would have hoped to have left that a lot handier.
40.
Only
Lisa
84.
require 84.
Only the vault.
59. Rhian, you require
Just a smidgen away.
105.
45 left. And tops then for the match. And she takes it. That's super finishing there from Rhian O'Sullivan. Another 3-0 victory against Lisa Ashton. Averages there. Rhian 86.71. Lisa 82.18. One maximum for Rhian. 105 finish. And Rhian qualifies. Coming up next, Laura Turner and Kirsty Vikanan.
Welcome back to the Modus Super Series, live and free on Pluto TV, where already we know one name through from Group B. That is the name Rhian O'Sullivan, the first ever Women's Week winner. In fact, she's won every Women's Week she's played in. She didn't make it back for the second, and she's going to be at the finals alongside Gemma Hayter, Vicky Pruitt, and Trina Gulliver, who's alongside me to commentate on the remaining 9 matches this evening, which will determine the final 2 players. Kirsty Vikanan won Women's Week 2, and she is in pole position to be one of them. Second in the group, she takes on Laura Turner, who was a beaten finalist in that Women's Week 2. The 41-year-old from Byfleet in Surrey, looking to return to Saturday night on the stage, at least, rather than the studio. Vikanan has never failed to make it to the grand finals on a Women's Week. Big match for Laura Turner here. If Vikanan wins this, that puts a gap of 4 points between them, and it's already getting difficult for her. Last night as well, 3-0 to Kirsty.
And that's where she had the
Laura to throw first.
120 checkout as well against Laura.
Yeah, I just do wonder if Laura's back with a newfound confidence after that great run to the final last time she was here. Has always been a player that in front of the cameras on the big stages often spoke about nerves, and particularly because of her media commitments these days, feeling the extra pressure to back up what she says.
Yeah, she's a great player though, Laura. She's got a lot of experience as well, on the board and off it.
Our esteemed colleague here at the Super Series, and she does have the bragging rights in her own household, doesn't she?
She does indeed.
Aaron Turner played in the last series, made it to finals night, but couldn't get out of the group. He was unfortunate, actually, lost both of his games 4-3.
$137. $100.
Marked difference in pace from the first game here, isn't there?
Just a tad.
100.
The 2 players that really approach a game with a bit more method.
84.
Yeah, Kirsty being the slowest of the group, and Laura's not too quick a thrower either, so probably pretty much suited, really.
Yeah, it's the whole routine, isn't it? It's not just a throwing of the darts, but a little bit more time approaching the off-key, making sure that they're set in the right position, really eyeing up the target before throwing at it.
100.
And that does actually seem quite sensible in a hand-eye coordination sport, doesn't it? You won't want to hire a sniper that just fired as quick as they can.
No, good point. Well, she'd love to find the treble 20 here to leave herself
41.
double 18, but she doesn't. So Laura, a chance at 91. Finds the treble 20, so double 14.
63.
Super attempt.
95.
Vikanan can claim the breaker throw if she can take out 95. 57 for 38. And now treble 20 for double 16. Not to beat. So Turner
24. Laurie
returns.
required 28.
Double 14. Well, goes into the double 9 there, so double 5 now.
18.
And she can't find it, so a
Kirsty
chance now for
requires
Kirsty.
71.
Options on this. Treble 17 was the choice. 54 remaining. And now tops.
31. Laurie required 10.
So a chance here for Laura to hold her throw as she eyes up double 5. And that's a great dart there from Laura.
Turner.
First dart being a superb marker. She takes the first leg.
Second leg, it's Kirsty to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, that's the first step, really. Didn't want to suffer the same fate as Lisa Ashton and get a repeat result from the end of last evening when she lost this match 3-0.
85. $41. $100.
One of 2 3-0 defeats last night.
$60.
Did manage to get a victory against a good friend and practice partner, Lorraine Winstanley, who she beat in the semi-finals of the last women's week.
And did a little jig.
Absolutely, yeah. Not to be lived down.
60.
You vote in on social media who celebrated better, Laura Turner then or Trina Gulliver this afternoon.
100.
Well,
Yeah.
I think Laura moved quicker than what I did.
Well, what you need to do is celebrate together. That would be the best, wouldn't it? Trina Turner.
Simply with the best.
$86.
I make no apologies for that. They're long days, these double sessions. Well, can Kirsty Vikanan here inject
41.
a little bit of quality?
Kirsty required
170 in front of her.
Not to be this time. Looking to
98.
leave a nice finish when she returns, and she will return. She'll have 6 darts from now. There's Laura back on 259.
45.
Can't find a
Kirsty
treble.
requires 72.
Tops then to level the match. She
Game
takes
shot
it
on the
with a
second
third
leg.
dart.
Kirsty Vikanan.
Does indeed level the match.
Yeah, and there's been some great combination finishing from
Third
Vikanan
leg,
in this
it's Laura
group.
to throw first. Game
She
on.
had checkouts of 82, 74, 116 and 120 last night. Takes out 72 to get off the mark
60.
tonight.
$60.
Perfect 2 darts there.
140.
Straight down the middle.
One thing I have noticed is Laura Turner's flights look a little bit squashed.
121.
She uses those rigid flights. You wouldn't expect them to go like that, but see that middle one there, just almost like it's been in a case that's been pushing them in.
Yeah. They look a bit bent, don't they? And a bit warped.
Actually, you can see the angle of entry for Vikanan. That's both these players pretty much lay the darts down, don't they? They're more stackers.
Well,
just the wrong side of the maximum. Kirsty looking to pressure the 102 that Laura will return to, and she does.
You require 102.
Yeah, really good pressure applied by the flying fin. 82, a couple of choices. Beds the bull to leave double 16. Super stuff from Laura Turner, who takes out a ton topper of her own. Respected by her opponent.
It's Kirsty to throw first. Game on.
And it's the first combination finish that Laura Turner's taken out in this group. Every single checkout yesterday was 40 or below.
That might be a little bit of a confidence booster for her as well. It's always nice when they go in.
And if she wins here, she certainly puts herself in the picture, particularly after Lisa Ashton lost her opening game, because she'll be level on points with both Lisa and Kirsty Vikanan, and level on games as well. Lorraine Winstanley would then be the one that's cut adrift at the bottom. She gets a chance to put that right, but the bad news for her, she's playing the unbeaten Rhian O'Sullivan.
100. $60.
Yeah, the draw on the evening can make a difference as to how it goes, as in how close it comes to the final points. And it can knock your confidence as well if you're hitting the players on form
100.
at the beginning of the evening, then it's a bit of a confidence knock if you're getting beaten by them and you've got it all to do then last minute.
$83.
Well, Kirsty leaves herself 148. And Laura will want to pressure the shot.
85. Kirsty requires
Doesn't leave herself a finish. So treble 20 will be the shot. Finds it. Just misses another.
100.
Puts herself in a great position to level the match. All Laura Turner can do from here is try and apply maximum pressure and hope that Vikanan can't take out the double.
85. Kirsty require 8.
So double 4 then for Kirsty to level the match. Well,
It's on
she
the
finds
full
it with a
flag.
third
Kirsty
dart. Nice
Vikanan.
deflection there off the barrel of the others.
Fifth
She
and
finds
final leg.
herself
It's Laura to throw first.
in a 2-2.
And got herself in the winner's circle on the PDC Women's Series earlier this year. Kirsty Vikanan.
100.
Now you've tasted success a couple of years ago. Now it is special, isn't it, to be among that roll of honour?
Yeah, it is indeed. And I mean, it was early doors as well when I first started playing on the women's series. And yeah, I surprised myself really. I'd only just kind of like come back to playing serious darts again. And yeah, I was chuffed a bit.
I remember Laura Turner actually once making... Did you beat Laura in the final? Am I remembering correctly?
Do you know what? I can't remember.
I seem to think that Laura made both finals that day. Or she definitely made 2 finals in a day anyway.
Yeah, but that was more recently, I think.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, misremembering. But yeah, she said after that she'd never played as many games of darts in a day, getting to 2 finals.
22.
Well, current averages at the moment, Kirsty's on an 82 plus and Laura on a 74 plus.
$100.
She finds a treble 20 with the last start there. That's a great shot there from Laura. Puts the pressure on. So that's a great reply there from Kirsty.
139.
Not the time for those darts for Laura Turner,
22.
who put herself in a great position when she took out that
requires
102 a couple of
78.
legs ago, but she might need another ton topper, and even to get a go, she's relying on Vikanan missing this. 20 and tops. And Kirsty Vikanan strengthens her hold on a finals night place. Stays in second in the table, takes her point tally to 6, and Laura Turner's got work to do left on 2, along with Lorraine Winstanley. Turner will probably need to win her remaining games if she is to return to finals night. Kirsty Vikanan is almost there. Up next, Rhian O'Sullivan, who is there, takes on Winstanley.
$54. Charlie McGuire, 164. $44. $32. Charlie required 120.
Well, 120. He's got a fair, at least 2 handfuls at this. Just needs to stay
60.
there. That's a good shot. Halves his score, leaves himself on a 2-darter.
$26. Charlie
Time on his
required
side
60.
to become back-to-back singles champion.
$40.
Definitely a couple of nerves in those last 2 darts, but he'll be coming back.
It's a moment he's been in before this situation. Standing at the back of the
81.
stage,
Charlie
approaching the
required
Yoki with a
20.
chance to win the title.
He did this to win the first title, if you remember.
11.
I think he's gone.
Georgia
I think
require
he's gone to
118.
bust it, maybe. The first title he won, he wanted 20. He went 6-7-7 to win it. He had a chance to replicate it again.
Yeah, I get the feeling that was for a bust, and
39.
on that
Charlie
situation there, George
require
Scaife wasn't even
9.
able to take it out going to the 18s on that switch.
Yeah, I think he just panicked a bit, but he's done well to get that big one.
Sometimes can be the hardest part.
Georgia requires
This is it.
79.
It's got to be 19s. It's got to be 19s for this shot. Big 20 and a double. He's got the first one. He's going to get a match dart here.
$59. Charlie
Threw the entire
require
body into that
8.
one. Just didn't want to let go of the dart.
No score.
He's given George a chance.
Georgia require 20.
I think George has been quite good on double 10 today.
So many opportunities for Charlie Murphy.
Go!
Couldn't get the job
Yes!
done.
Got in the match! And the Red Dragon
George
Modus
Scaife.
Super Series Influencers Champion, George Scaife!
Yeah, looking forward to this. The International Pairs Tournament getting underway on Monday. And a slight change to the previously advertised lineup, just a group swap for Wales and Kenya. So Wales represented by Richie Burnett and Kirk Parry now in Group A. Kenya represented by Peter Wachuri and Manpreet Kelsey will be playing in Group B. That's due to some travel troubles for the Kenyan team, but they will be here. They'll be in Group B, and Wales, we'd have to say, strengthening Group A, joining Scotland, Belgium, Gibraltar, England and the Netherlands. This week, though, is Women's Week, and it's getting closer to the grand final on Saturday. Rhian O'Sullivan will be there. Trina Gulliver, who sat alongside me in commentary, will be there. Lorraine Winstanley is going to need to start picking up points, Trina, if she's going to join them.
Yeah, and she's got a tough opponent to do that against, and yeah, like I said, the draw really she could have done with playing somebody that was not at the top of her game and already qualified. It's, you know, she's playing so well, Rhian.
Yeah, really, really good performance. It's looked so comfortable this week. Won 5 out of 5 to book her place at finals night. Lorraine Winstanley only one win so far. That came last night. She did make it through to the Saturday, but lost out in the semi-finals on her last trip to the Live Lounge. Her victory last night came against Kirsty Vikanan. Won her opener, then lost the following 3, but got legs in all of the matches, and 2 of them were 3-2 defeats.
Yeah, some close matches last night.
First leg, it's Rhian to throw first. Game on. 100.
Real contrast in throwing styles. Lorraine Winstanley's throw is very unorthodox. Hardly any follow through at all when you watch the way she throws the darts.
Well, the same really for Lorraine.
100.
Lorraine's is more of a flick as well.
Yeah, it really is. You wonder with Lorraine Winstanley how they even reach the board when you just watch the action. That's brilliant from O'Sullivan. But just look at this compared to your conventional player. It's a real push and a flick, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no follow through at all.
24.
Well, most of the time they go where she wants them, so this is a variation of people's throws. It's how you feel comfortable
95.
most of the time, and if it works for you, it works for you.
And it's working well here. What a start to this encounter.
108.
Both players landing maximums in the opening
You
leg.
require 126.
So a chance now for Rhian. Treble 19 was the shot.
54.
A dozen darts thrown, 72 remaining.
43. Rhian, you require 72.
So 20 now for tops.
32. Lorraine, you require 154.
Well, it can't be done this time, so looking to set it up
60.
with the
Rhian, you
possibility
require 40.
of coming back. But tops now for Rhian. Double 19. Oh, and
It's
she
on the
finds
first
no
leg.
problem at
Rhian
all.
O'Sullivan.
Nothing phases her, does it? That little mistake, she just looks down the
Second
board
leg,
and
it's
throws it
Lorraine
in
to throw
as
first.
if she almost meant to do
Game
that.
Yeah, just a natural reaction. Straight to it. Doesn't stand back to
81.
compose herself. Just straight at it. And that's confidence for you, that is.
140. $100.
She's in again.
121.
She might be playing her best darts ever. Rhian O'Sullivan. She had this incredible record at Lakeside, didn't she, in the World Championship? Made it to the final on her debut
100.
appearance and again the year after. Don't know who beat her in those finals. Any idea, Trina?
I think it might have been me.
85.
And then she would, after losing the quarterfinals in 2012, return to the tournament 10 years later and make it to the semi-finals again.
140.
Yeah, she's got a good record
Rhian, you
actually
require
at Lakeside.
155.
Not managed to get over the line, but
83. Lorraine, you require 80.
It was Kirsty Hutchinson who put paid to her chances on that occasion, going on to lose to Bo Greaves. Lorraine here, eyeing up tops.
60. Rhian, you require 72.
so a chance now for Rhian to go
Game shot on the second
two
leg.
ahead, and
Rhian
she does.
O'Sullivan.
No messing whatsoever. Averages at the moment
Third leg, it's
96.97 for
to throw
Rhian,
first.
88.80 for Lorraine.
Yeah, she's doing to Lorraine Winstanley here what she did
108.
to Lisa Ashton last night, isn't she?
Yeah, exactly that. And piles in a second 180 of this match.
$41.
She just seems to have started tonight as she left last
45.
night.
I'm not directing this question straight at you, Trina, just rhetorical really for the audience, but is Rhian O'Sullivan emerging as the strong favourite for this week with the dart she's throwing. She has been incredible.
She has been incredible. That's a great 180 there from Lorraine.
I have it on good authority. You can answer this question that Rhian O'Sullivan will congratulate you for every visit that you throw.
She does. She's a good sport, and yeah, that's one thing she does do. She does appreciate the darts that you've thrown.
108.
Well, that's back-to-back maximums from Lorraine Winstanley. And some words of encouragement there, seen. Caught on camera. Both players now averaging
100. Lorraine, you require 100.
just a shade under a ton, which is exactly what Lorraine Winstanley wants to take out here to stay in the match. Well, absolutely sensational stuff. An 11 dart leg from Lorraine Winstanley. That was brilliant.
It's Lorraine to throw first.
And she needed to produce it. Rhian was waiting, wasn't she, on 76 when Lorraine went out?
Yeah, absolutely. And that just tells you what standard that Rhian is throwing at the moment. And, you know,
60.
Fair play to Lorraine. She took her chances there and got a leg on the board.
Very much a darting family, the Winstanleys.
100.
Husband Dean, famous for that 9 dart celebration at the Ali Pali. Daughter Josie plays on the women's series.
60.
Don't think Ivor would want to have a practice match with Lorraine playing like this.
140.
No, she's found her line and her length, hasn't she?
5 180s in this
100.
game. Well, both players well up in the high 90s in the averages. If it goes a distance and they keep up this level, it's going to be the standout match of Women's Week so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, bounce out there for Rhian. Rhian leaves herself 161. Can't be done this time. So Lorraine a chance
55.
now to take out 121 to level the match. Treble 17's the shot.
97. Rhian, you require
Well, she does leave
106.
a double 12, but 106 for Rhian. So Lorraine will come back.
59.
The double 12
Rhian, you
to
require
level
24.
this match.
Great game. We want it to go on.
Game shot
And it
the
does
full
go on.
flag.
It goes a
Lorraine
distance.
Winstanley.
And Rhian O'Sullivan's unbeaten record here is under threat.
Fifth and final leg. It's Rhian to throw first. Game on.
She won the rock, paper, scissors before the leg. She makes a good start to the leg.
$95. $85.
This is a great performance by both players here.
Yep. And I think both players know it as well. Whoever does lose will be hard done by. Obviously more important for Lorraine to win than it is for Rhian. She's already through, remember. The shackles are off. She can relax. Lorraine Winstanley needs to win.
26. $41.
Yeah, well, Lorraine is definitely putting up a fight here.
Needs a treble to get to a finish. Gets a treble and is first to a finish.
$100. Lorraine, you require 140.
Deserves to be won with something special. The 140 won't go. She'll hope to leave the 40.
6.
Can't do it.
Rhian, you require
Levels.
80.
But double 10. Would have
6.
seen O'Sullivan win again. Instead,
Lorraine, you
Winstanley
require
gets a go.
80.
Double 10 then for Lorraine to take
Game
the
shot,
match.
and
Takes it with a second
Lorraine
dart.
Winstanley.
And what a match that was. Fantastic darts by both players. A 3-2 victory for Lorraine Winstanley. A 93.16 average for Lorraine and 89.70 for Rhian. 5 180s in that match. Then coming back is Kirsty Vikanan and Lisa Ashton.
Are you ready to lift that trophy, Darius? Yeah. Let's do it then. Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series 9 champion is Lucky D, Darius Labanowski!
Well, what a wonderful night of darts we have seen, and we are ready. Our champion is ready, and it's trophy time. So receive the trophy. £25,000. The new Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And one more time, the 8th Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And the new Modus Super Series champion is Andreas Dirty Harrison. And one more time, the 7th Modus Super Series champion. Give it up for Andreas Dirty Harrison!
The moment we've all been waiting for. Would you please show your appreciation for your Series 6 Modus Super Series champion, Scott Taylor!
One more time, your new Modus Super Series champion. He is Chucky. He is Jim McGuire.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series champion, retaining his title, the Luke Lidlow!
Welcome back to the live action on Pluto TV, the home of the Modus Super Series, bringing you live darts 6 days a week and darts coverage 24/7 all around the world. And fans in Finland will be cheering on Kirsty Vikanan, who, of course, won the last Women's Week. She's taking on Lisa Ashton here, who's actually, by virtue of Lorraine Winstanley's win over Rhian O'Sullivan, dropped out of the top 3 in this group. So needs to get her skates on and start picking up some points. If she does win this, though, she goes level on points with Vikanan, ahead of Winstanley. And Winstanley and Laura Turner are going to play in the next game. So things could still get really congested in this group.
First leg,
but a win
it's
here
Kirsty to throw first.
for Vikanan.
Game on.
And she would be edging ever closer. 10 points, remember the magic number. If she wins this one, she'll be on 8 and 1 win away, maybe even just legs away at that point.
100.
She's one of those players, isn't she, who's been around a long time, but has only really burst into the mainstream in her later years.
Yeah, she has been around a long time, but I think this is the best I've seen her play. I think she's a better player now than she was.
We all know how good Lisa
40.
Ashton's been, and what a start she's made there, a 177. Followed by
125.
125. She's seen what Lorraine Winstanley and Rhian O'Sullivan served up and decided she wants to do even better.
Well, she's seen the quality and she's thinking, I've got to up my game here.
Currently averaging 151.
Not bad.
99.
Well, it's coming down now. But she does have the chance of an 11 dart. We've seen one of those already in that previous match.
$85. Lisa, you require 100.
So treble 20, the shot. She'll stay there. So just setting it up now.
60.
And she will be back for the tops.
Both players have been here all week, played in Group A. And the head-to-head is 3-1 in Vikainen's favour. She won this match 3-2 yesterday.
40.
But Ashton has made the stronger start. Tops
Game shot
for a
of the first
13 dart
leg.
breaker's
Lisa
throat.
Second leg, it's Lisa to throw first. Game on. $61. $59. $58.
A slow start to this leg for both players.
I remember last time she was here as well, Lisa Ashton, she was sort of struggling to
60.
get heat into her hands, wasn't she? I don't think she's going to have that problem today.
It's roasting up there. It was this afternoon, and
100.
I don't think it's any different this evening. It's quite a pleasure walking back into the players' room with the air conditioning.
60.
Yeah, it's interesting. Different players deal with things different ways, but I know, for example, at the Winter Gardens, Blackpool, July, it's always really hot.
60.
And the players' room upstairs is cool. And some players actually preferred not to play in that room because they didn't want to have a shock when they got on stage, so they'd use a practice board backstage, for example.
Yeah, there is that. It's down to personal preference, of course, and
100.
yeah, can understand that too.
98.
Go from being nice and cool to going hot and clammy. Not a good combination. Oh, that's a good last start there from Kirsty. Leaves herself a shot. Treble 18's a shot now. Can't be found. So Kirsty will get a shot at the 140.
63. Kirsty require 140.
Another. Just like the other. And a big pause before taking aim at double 10.
120.
Well, that's a good effort there from Kirsty. Lisa now looking to take this 61 double 18. Double 9 then. And she finds it.
Second leg, Lisa Ashton.
Goes into a 2-0 lead.
Well, we know that one player is through in Rhian O'Sullivan, but I get the feeling we are going to be seeing some jostling for position in this group tonight. Lisa Ashton now on course to go level on points with Kirsty Vikanan. Lorraine Winstanley taking on Laura Turner next. If Winstanley wins that match, she'll also be on 6. If Turner wins it, it'll be as you were and just 2 points separating all 4 of them.
100.
So it gets really exciting, doesn't it, when it getting to this point, and
100.
the smallest of errors can make all the difference. Every leg counts.
Absolutely.
$60. 100.
Oh, that's a good find. At the treble 20 with the last start there.
Good recovery this from Lisa Ashton as well. Let's not forget that things hadn't been going her way.
100.
She lost the last 2 matches last night, including to Kirsty Vikanan. She'd lost 6 straight legs against Rhian O'Sullivan, including the first match this evening. So to put herself in this position does show more than just ability. It shows determination, tenacity.
Well, it shows the quality of a game as well. There's Kirsty putting the pressure on here, hitting a maximum.
Lisa require 161.
We've not been short of those tonight, have we? 180's been rattled in. Vikanan,
65.
who's only had 1 dart double in this game, should get at least 1 more here. If she goes for a 25, she may get 2. That was the intention. But it's 57 remaining, so 17 and tops.
Game shot on the third leg.
Clinical stuff, just to force Lisa to go and win it. She won't be gifted anything here.
4th leg, it's Lisa to throw first. Game on.
She does have the darts in this leg, so she'll be looking to get the job done from here.
100. 41. 43.
Both these players actually on course to make it to the Women's World Match Play. I think that's a big bucket list item for Lisa Ashton in particular, isn't it?
Yeah, indeed. You know, it's well, to be fair, you know, it's all this players'
60.
ambition to do that, but there's only 8 places up for grabs, so
Yeah, particularly for her sort of so close to home tournament in Blackpool. In fact, many of the players that are in this week are currently in places to get there. Lisa Ashton, Robin Byrne, Gemma Heater, Kirsty Vikanan and Lorraine Winstanley currently in the top 8 in that race.
100.
yeah, quality players. And with Lisa, with it being on Lisa's doorstep, so to speak, I'm sure she'll have a lot of
100.
support there.
Well, those supporting her watching tonight will be pleased to see her on a 2-darter with Kirsty way back on 251. She has hit big. Otherwise, it looks like Ashton will be levelling the points tally between this pair.
60. Lisa require 98.
78 left then. So she'll go for the 20 to
58.
leave herself tops. And she will be back. So can Kirsty put on the pressure here? She'd love another treble.
100. Lisa require 40.
Tops end to triumph.
Game shot.
And then it
and
goes
match. Lisa
for the
Ashton.
Lancashire Rose. Lisa Ashton picks up a 3-1 victory over Kirsty Vikanan, and in doing so joins her on 6 points in the table. Ashton goes back into the top 3 with that victory over Vikanan. A crucial one for her, and a huge game coming up next because Lorraine Winstanley takes on Laura Turner. Winstanley looking to go level with a pair of them. Turner really looking to keep her hopes alive. Well, we're having a fantastic evening's entertainment here at the Super Series on this Women's Week, live on Pluto TV, completely free, and always will be. Laura Turner is trying to really keep her hopes alive here, taking on Lorraine Winstanley, who was superb in being the first to beat Rhian O'Sullivan in her first outing this evening. It was a sensational display from Winstanley, a match that saw her hit 3 of the game's 5-1-8. She's averaged 93 and get a victory in that one. That saw her move on to 4 points, 2 clear of Turner, now 2 behind Lisa Ashton and Kirsty Vikanan. Rhian O'Sullivan's already through, but I think Laura Turner's running out of time here, Trina, and you'd have to say
Game on.
probably needs to win all of her games, so this is must win.
Yeah, the way things are going tonight, it's like I say, it is a must win for Laura.
60.
And she's playing Lorraine, like you said, was in fine fettle earlier on against
60.
Rhian. So if she performs the way she
100.
did then Laura's got a bit of a challenge on her hands.
They'll be well aware of each other's capabilities. I think they practice once a week together over an internet system.
60.
Amazing what has changed in the world of darts, but it is one of those sports that does lend itself to that kind of practice. Don't have to leave your house now.
Yeah, that's where it came massively
60.
popular, wasn't it? During COVID times.
Yeah, the same doesn't apply to many sports I can think of. Unless you've got a rather spacious billiards room, then you're going to have to go down the snooker club if you want to practice snooker.
$60. 60.
Unlucky to find a treble 20 there. Nicely grouped just above the wire.
$98. Lorraine,
Turner finds a treble 20 to leave a finish, but it's 138 first for Winstanley. Not going to happen.
$80. Laura, you require 164.
Well, this would be something if she manages to check this out. Not going to be this time. So Lorraine will return
41.
for 58.
Lorraine, you require 58.
Top cent to lead.
Game shot on the first leg. Lorraine Winstanley.
Winstanley goes ahead.
Big
Second
deflection
leg, it's
off,
Laura to throw first.
off the dart there and
Game
into tops. Using the barrel very well there.
25. $60. $100. $60.
Lorraine struggling to find the treble 20 at the moment. not hitting it like she did in the previous match.
60.
Well, this pair did meet at the last Women's Series event when Winstanley won 4-1 on that occasion. She has been playing some decent stuff of late.
60.
Former Lakeside finalist herself, of course.
125.
Beaten by Mikuru Suzuki.
Has nightmares about Baby Shark.
66.
I'm just looking through her Women's Series record. She really has backed that to her. Played in every single one
100.
of the now 94 PDC Women's Series events.
$133. Laura, you require 91.
So 91 now for Laura. Finds the treble 17 and needs tops. She used the barrel there.
71.
She goes
Lorraine, you
below.
require 122.
So a chance now for Lorraine to go 2-0 up. Finds the treble.
Asking the referee what's remaining. Jack Garwood tells her
82.
that it was indeed 56.
Laura, you require 20.
Double 10 now for Laura. Double 7 then. Oh, and
No
she's
score.
bust it.
Lorraine, you require 40.
So a chance now for Lorraine. Tops.
No score.
Lorraine can't find
Laura,
it
you
either.
require 20.
Well, we saw the shortest game ever yesterday. This was the longest
Shot
game
the
last
second
night.
leg. Laura Turner.
Took over 20 minutes. When you consider that there was a game that took under 5, that's a big difference, isn't it?
Third leg. It's Lorraine to throw first. Game
And
on.
it did go the distance. 3-2 in favour of Laura Turner, which was the exact same scoreline when they met in the semi-finals of the previous Women's Week.
40.
Yeah, they're at a similar pace.
Probably why they enjoy practicing together.
Yeah, maybe.
140.
Oh, that's a good reply there from Lorraine. Now finding the trebles in this leg.
95. $41. $121.
That's a good recovery there from Laura. Leaves us south 145.
$60. Laura, you
Victory
require
for Laura would make things
145.
very, very interesting at the halfway point of the night. There'd only be 2 points separating the 4 players that are left in the race to qualify.
22.
And that can happen when somebody sort of runs away with the group like Rhian O'Sullivan has done.
$22. Laura, you require
Gives Turner time.
123. 26.
I would have been looking for more there, but Lorraine's back on 198, so there's not too much to worry about unless, of course, Lorraine hits a big
43.
score, and she
Laurie
doesn't.
require 97.
Yeah, it's all just got a little bit scruffy suddenly. Treble 18, the next target. She will just tee up tops.
57. Lorraine, you
Lorraine
require
Winstanley,
155.
in particular, she's averaging some 30 points less than the previously produced performance.
It just shows you what a different, not even a day makes, but a match makes.
100. Laura, you require 40.
Top send for Turner to take the lead. In it
Game shot on the
goes.
third leg. Laura Turner.
Breaker throw as well, and Laura Turner threatening to make it back-to-back wins against Lorraine Winstanley.
Fourth flag, it's Laura to throw first. Game on. .41.
Takes a big deflection there. Flicks into the big one.
39. .38. $140.
Good darts there from Lorraine.
$95. $41. $85.
I managed to find the treble with the last dart. Recovers from that 5.
$100.
Lorraine using the barrel of a dart there to deflect into the treble 20 with the last dart.
$45.
They're still very much in the balance this game. Winstanley has taken the throw.
$35.
That clattered into the barrel rather than bounced off the board.
$60. Lorraine, you require 146. $90. Laura, you require
Leaves us out 56.
137.
Laura with the opportunity now to take out 137. It can't be done this time. So Lorraine back
97. Lorraine, you
to
require
56 to level the match.
16 then for double 20. Oh,
16.
it brushes the barrel but
Laura,
can't
you
deflect
require
into the double.
40.
So Turner for the same target for a crucial victory.
Game shot and the
And
match,
Laura lands the
Laura
double.
Turner.
Turner takes it out and defeats Lorraine Winstanley 3-1, following on from her victory yesterday and making this group very, very tight indeed. All hard work for Lorraine Winstanley. The heat has been turned up in Group B. Vikanan and Ashton on 6 points. Winstanley and Turner on 4. 5 games left to come. Who will join Rhian O'Sullivan? Stay with us to find out.
$54. Charlie McGuire, 164. $44. $32. Charlie require 120.
Well, 120. He's got a fair, at least 2 handfuls at this. Just needs to stay
60.
there. That's a good shot. Halves his score. Leaves himself on a 2-darter.
$26. Charlie
Time on his
require
side
60.
to become back-to-back singles champion.
$40.
Definitely a couple of nerves in those last 2 darts. But he'll be coming back.
It's the moment he's been in before this situation. Standing at the back of the stage,
Charlie
approaching the
require
Yoki with a
20.
chance to win the title.
He did this to win the first title, if you remember.
11.
I think he's gone.
Georgia
I think he's gone to
180.
bust it, maybe. The first title he won, he wanted 20. He went 6-7-7 to win it. He had a chance to replicate it again.
Yeah, I get the feeling that was for a bust. And
39.
on that situation there, George Scaife wasn't even able to take it out going to the 18s on that switch.
Yeah, I think he just panicked a bit, but he's done well to get that big one.
Sometimes can be the hardest part.
Georgia requires
This is it.
79.
It's got to be 19s. It's got to be 19s for this shot. Big 20 and a double. He's got the first one. He's going to get a match dart here.
$59. Charlie
Threw the entire
require
body into that
8.
one. Just didn't want to let go of the dart.
No score.
He's given George a chance.
Georgia require 20.
I think George has been quite good on double 10 today.
So many opportunities for Charlie Murphy.
Go
Couldn't get the job
it.
done.
Got in the match! And the Red Dragon
George
Modus
Scaife.
Super Series Influencers Champion, George Scaife!
Yeah, do try and come along if you can tomorrow night for the Women's Week finals, or any Saturday here at the Super Series. Tickets available from dartshop.tv. Tonight, well, the results make for interesting reading. Every single match so far won against the throw, and those results have left the table very, very interesting indeed. Rhian O'Sullivan, she's through. She got through after that 3-0 win against Lisa Ashton, but the rest of them, they're fighting it out. Just 2 points separating the 4 other players. Kirsty, Vikanan and Lisa Ashton on 6, and Lorraine, Winstanley and Laura Turner on 4. So beating Rhian O'Sullivan would be a huge boost and bonus for anybody in this group, and Vikanan has got the chance to do that here. As she looks to recover from her earlier defeat to Lisa Ashton. Could be a photo finish this tonight, Trina.
Yeah, it's all turning out to be very interesting and nail biting.
Yeah, Rhian can relax. None of the others can. There is a possibility after 3 more matches that all of them could be tied on 6 points. Rhian gets a job done here, then Lorraine beats Lisa and Laura Turner beats Rhian, and that would be the scenario going into the final 2 fixtures.
Game on.
And Rhian will be the first to finish as well, so the 4 players that would be tied on 6 would be playing each other in those last 2 fixtures. That would be some
41.
grandstand finish.
Yeah, this format makes it very exciting, and yeah, it comes right down to the wire. Positions to and fro in throughout the evening.
140.
Good start from Vikanan. 2 treble turn.
45.
She wants to avoid that prospect and pretty much put herself through. You would think 8 points would be enough.
$100.
10 points would definitely be enough, so both Lisa Ashton and
43.
Kirsty Vikanan know that it's in their hands. If they win their remaining games, they will go through.
$43. 60. 100.
Good darts here from Kirsty. Leaves herself 118 and
108.
well, I was going to say Rhian way back, but with that shot, puts her right back in the mix.
In the blink of an eye, that 180 went in. But Vikanan may respond with a 118.
98.
Misses
Rhian,
the double
you
top.
require 132.
So bullseye. Oh no, she's gone for the 20s.
45.
Yeah, not
KC
the
required 20.
favoured route, not the approved route. And she hit the 25, the shot would have still been on, but hitting the single 20 meant it wasn't.
Game shot the
And
first
Vikanan
leg. Kirsty Vikanan.
wins the opener.
Second leg, it's Kirsty to throw first. Game on. $60. 45. 41.
Well, Rhian yesterday was a 3-2 winner against Kirsty.
41.
92 average. But, this game's proving to be very different.
$60. 36.
Rhian seems to have lost her line a little bit at the moment.
$140.
Yeah, always think it might be difficult to just keep up that full focus, that intensity when you're already through.
140.
Well, rectifies it there. With a 140.
$140.
And Kirsty finding herself a 140 to leave herself 60.
100. Kirsty requires 60.
So for a 2-0 lead, it's 20 tops.
With the way darts land, she doesn't block the target at all.
$40.
But she doesn't hit it
You
either.
require 139.
O'Sullivan gets a chance, albeit an outside one.
$59. Kirsty required 20.
Double 10 for Kirsty. Double 5 then.
15.
She can't find that, so
And you require 80.
Rhian a chance here for 80 to level the match. The 20 will leave tops.
60. Kirsty require 5.
5 in bits then. For a 2-leg cushion. First, the single 1. Followed by the double 2. Perfectly
On
done.
the second leg, Kirsty Vikanan.
2-leg lead for Vikanan. Rhian O'Sullivan in a position that she's not been used to in this group.
Third leg, it's Rhian to throw first. Game on.
And after 6 straight wins,
100.
sorry, 5 straight wins, she's facing the prospect of back-to-back defeats.
$60. $100. $45. $60. $100.
Kirsty finding a treble there. And Rhian comes back.
140.
He finds 2 herself.
$28. Rhian,
So-
you require 101.
101 then for Rhian. Double 18.
83.
Well, she'll be back for the remainder. Kirsty a long way behind in this leg. So close to qualification if she wins this match. She'll be all but through.
80.
Well, an unfortunate
Rhian, you
bounce out there, but
require
recovers
18.
well with a third dart, pinning that treble 20. Double 4.
14.
Well, doesn't want to miss many more times. Vikanan is going to be breathing down her neck pretty soon. Just trying to do the sums here. 23 off. Leaves 165.
43. Rhian, you require 4. Game shot on the third
O'Sullivan
leg. Rhian O'Sullivan.
gets herself into the match.
Fourth flag, it's Kirsty to throw first. Game on. $140.
Good start to the leg from Kirsty.
125.
And Rhian finding 2 trebles herself.
$140. 55.
Well, an opportunity you think has arrived here for Vikanan. 6 great darts thrown. 2 140s. As she looks to close out this contest and put her foot in finals night.
$60.
Leaves herself a finish.
100. Kirsty
She will have
require
6 at this.
161.
Will she need them though? Yes, she will. Looking to set it up.
123.
And she does so very nicely.
$60. Kirsty
Splits.
require 38.
I'll go straight for it. Options here. Chooses to split. Double 16 is the choice. And it proved to be a wise one.
Kirsty Vikanan.
And with that win, Kirsty Vikanan has put her foot in finals night. A 3-1 success against the already qualified group leader, Rhian O'Sullivan. And Vikanan moves within 2 points of the beaten opponent. 2 points ahead of Lisa Ashton, but crucially 4 points ahead of Lorraine Winstanley and Laura Turner. Vikanan closing in on qualification for a 3rd straight Women's Week. Up next, Winstanley faces Ashton.
Well, welcome back here to the Modus Super Series here in Portsmouth. Taken to the stage now is Lisa Ashton against Lorraine Winstanley.
It's a big game, isn't it? We've just seen Kirsty Vikanan really tighten her hold on a qualification spot. Lisa Ashton is hoping to do the same and join her on 8 points. And if she does, that would spell the end of the road for Lorraine Winstanley. Wouldn't be able to bridge that gap with just one game left to play.
First leg, it's Lorraine
So
to
we're
throw
starting
first.
to get to sorting out time now.
Game on.
On the other side of the coin, if Winstanley wins, she's level on points with Lisa Ashton. And it's still all to play for everybody.
Again, down to the nitty-gritty now.
125.
It's a good start there from Lorraine.
$100. $60. $100.
Do you remember last, I think it was the women's series here.
41.
Lisa had to go up on stage with a heel taped onto her shoe. She broke it.
140.
Yeah, needed other skills to fix that one, or did you help her out?
55.
Well, the gaffer
Lisa
tape came out, I think.
161.
Temporarily. And then it was a visit to the
97.
shop for super glue the next day.
Is she going to be playing another day at the Super Series this week? She's certainly closing in on a opening leg breaker throw here. And quite interestingly, every single match tonight has gone against the throw.
64.
6 games in, nobody has won with throw.
24. Lorraine, you require
Yeah, that's quite bizarre, that is.
135.
So really wanted the 25 there, but
66. Lisa, you require 40.
so a chance for Lisa.
Game
And
shot
she
on the
takes it with her
first leg.
second
Lisa
dart.
Ashton.
Takes the first leg.
Second leg, it's Lisa to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, it could be over in a couple of games' time if Lisa wins this and then Rhian O'Sullivan beats Laura Turner. That will be
55.
that. Winstanley and Turner will depart. Ashton and Vikanan would be through.
$123. $96. $100. $96.
Good cover darts there from Lisa.
$41.
So Lisa looking to set this up.
100.
Well, recovers well.
85. Lisa, you
And that
require
second dart.
154.
So treble 20, treble 18, It's not there, so
98. Lorraine, you require 152.
chance for Lorraine. Treble 20 is a shot. Can't be done now. So Lisa will return for 56.
Lisa, you require
Go
56.
2 legs ahead. So tops now. Double 10. Yes, and she finds it with a third dart.
Ashton.
And leads this match by 2 legs to 0.
Third leg, it's Lorraine to throw first. Game on. $140. $125. $30.
It's changing the
41.
it's the it's just gone off the boil a little bit at the moment.
$60. $58.
I think she'll be frustrated. Lorraine Winstanley after that brilliant performance against Rhian O'Sullivan. To lose the next game and then find herself in this position in the one after.
58. $61.
Just slips into the treble 7 there. Going for the treble 19. Manages to find the treble 20 with the last dart. Leaves the South a finish.
100.
And that's
Lorraine,
good darts there as well.
118.
Puts the pressure on this 118 now for Lorraine. Can't be done this time.
A reminder, defeat. And she's out.
82. Lisa require 116.
So treble 20. Double 18.
80. Lorraine, you require 36.
So chance now for Lorraine to get a leg on the board in this match. Finds it with a second dart.
Winstanley.
And does indeed get that all-important leg.
Fourth leg, it's Lisa to throw first. Game on. $100. $81.
Does well to find that treble.
$100. $26.
Well, bit of a mistake there by Lorraine.
60.
Lisa looking to punish, but didn't do quite what she wanted.
Yeah, Lorraine still fighting, but just running out of time.
57. $100.
I have to say there's an argument. Rhian O'Sullivan's produced the electrifying performances, but in terms of consistency, there's an argument to say that Lisa Ashton's been the best player in this group.
Yeah, you're right there.
13. Lacey require 141.
She had the highest running average last night, and everything's sort of been between the mid-80s and the mid-90s, hasn't it? There's been little variance between her performances. 81 for the win when she comes back.
26. Lacey require 81.
So 81.
Game shot and
Great finish.
Lisa Ashton.
Great darts by Lisa Ashton. And that 3-1 win for her. Another match which goes against the throw. Sees Lorraine Winstanley eliminated from this Women's Week. Only one more game for Winstanley to play. That'll come against Kirsty Vikanan, but she's got a 4-point gap to both her and Lisa Ashton, who wins 3-1. Laura Turner's faint hopes are still alive. She needs to win both of her games and win them well. And Rhian O'Sullivan awaits her after the break.
Charlie McGuire, 164. 44. 32. Charlie required 120.
Well, 120. He's got a fair, at least 2 handfuls at this. Just needs to stay
60.
there. That's a good shot. Halves his score. Leaves himself on a 2-darter.
$26. Charlie
Time on his
required
side
60.
to become back-to-back singles champion.
$40.
Definitely a couple of nerves in those last 2 darts. But he'll be coming back.
The moment he's been in before this situation. Standing at the back of the stage,
Charlie
approaching the
required
Oki with a
20.
chance to win the title.
He did this to win the first title, if you remember.
11.
I think he's gone.
Georgia
I think he's gone to
118.
bust it, maybe. The first title he won, he wanted 20. He went 6-7-7 to win it. He had a chance to replicate it again.
Yeah, I get the feeling that was for a bust. And
39.
on that situation there, George Scaife wasn't even
9.
able to take it out going to the 18s on that switch.
Yeah, I think he just panicked a bit, but he's done well to get that big one.
Sometimes can be the hardest part.
Georgia requires
This is it.
79.
It's got to be 19s. It's got to be 19s for this shot. Big 20 and a double. He's got the first one. He's going to get a match dart here.
$59. Charlie
Threw the entire
required
body into that
8.
one. Just didn't want to let go of the dart.
No score.
He's given George a chance.
Georgia require 20.
I think George has been quite good on double 10 today.
So many opportunities for Charlie Murphy.
Go
Couldn't get the job done.
Got out the match! And the Red Dragon
George
Modus
Scaife.
Super Series Influencers Champion, George Scaife!
Well, welcome back here to the Modus Super Series here at Portsmouth. Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never. Well, these previous games. Look at them. All against throw. And it's making things very interesting. Coming up to the final few games. So here's the table. Obviously, Rhian is through. Kirsty and Lisa tied at the moment on 8 points. Lorraine, Winstanley cannot qualify now. But this next match, Laura Turner and Rhian O'Sullivan. Laura must win to give herself any hope of qualifying at all. So this game, Laura Turner and Rhian O'Sullivan.
Yeah, just bumped into Laura in the corridor downstairs and said she wasn't happy with how things are going. I did inform her that she can still qualify.
First leg, it's Laura to throw first. Game on.
And then she responded, so all I have to do is beat Rhian O'Sullivan and Lisa Ashton, is it? That's all.
That's a good positive attitude.
60. $26.
If O'Sullivan can find that top form that she's had
43.
at times in this group, she's going to be difficult to beat tomorrow.
100.
Yeah, she is indeed, and you know, she's played some superb darts.
She won't be in your group as the Group B winner.
Thank God.
You're in with
66.
Gemma Hayter and whoever is the runner-up in this group. So very likely to be either Kirsty or Lisa.
100.
Well, whichever way it falls, they're all tough groups, so from my point of view, I just hope they all have an off day.
Well, you've got to
6.
beat the best to be the best, haven't you?
Exactly that.
26.
Well, Rhian's gone off the game at the moment, but that's because she knows she's qualified and the pressure's off a little bit.
85.
But then this wouldn't be
45.
good practice really for tomorrow, because you know, you want to be playing well, so this would have a negative effect really going into tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely.
100.
Her final game of the session. She is the player with
41.
what seems like an
Already
advantage
require
tonight of
87.
throwing second.
Well, yes, indeed, all the games been won against the darts.
35.
7 out of 7 so far. Laura
97.
Turner to hold in the opening leg
Already
here, wants
require
52.
52.
Double six.
Game shot on the first
Double
leg.
showing
Laura
off.
Turner. Second leg, it's Rhian to throw first. Game on. 41. $55. 140.
The good news for Laura Turner is that she plays Lisa Ashton in her last game, and that will be Lisa's last game, of course, in the 10th match of tonight. So if she wins this one, she'll go into that one with a chance of still overtaking Lisa Ashton. It will depend on the
125.
the scoreline in this one as to how many she needs to win by. So she can't be eliminated if she wins this match.
41.
Of course, if she loses it is all over. She won't want to think about it, but if she can win by 2 or possibly even 3 legs, then she's going to go in almost in a straight shootout scenario against Lisa.
81. Rhian, you require
So Rhian now
114.
for 114. Finds the 60. 14 for tops.
Game shot.
And she finds it. Takes out 114 to level the match.
Third leg. It's Laura to throw first. Game on. $55. $81. $140.
Great darts there from Laura.
By my maths as well, if Rhian O'Sullivan gets one more leg here, that would confirm Kirsty Vikainen's qualification. We did say we felt 8 points would be enough. It is looking like there won't have been a change at the top of the table with O'Sullivan, Vikainen and Ashton going through. Similar to Group C, that the two that were in the top 2 spots yesterday, yourself included, made it through today.
Yeah, hung on in there.
I think for you, myself and Gemma Hayter were commentating, it was probably that game, wasn't it, in the middle of the day against Paige Pauling when you really got the job done.
Yeah.
100. Laura,
going into that
108.
game as well, I was thinking my record against Paige was good. And, you know, that was that little bit of confidence.
Well, this will be a great answer from Laura Turner to the 114. Can't quite take out the 108, but she does leave herself on a double for her return.
47. Laura, you require 16.
So 88 for Laura. Finds it with the first dart and leads this match by 2 legs to 1.
Keeping those faint hopes alive.
Fourth leg, it's Rhian to throw first. Game on.
Averages at the moment in this match, Laura's 76.35 and Rhian on 77.
$45.
But if she can win this 3-1, Laura Turner, if she beat Lisa Ashton 3-0, she would go through at Lisa's expense. If she beat her 3-1, the pair of them would be tied on every single metric and would both have a 3-1 win against each other, which would mean they'd have to be separated by averages.
100.
Oh, wow.
$100.
Lisa a long way ahead in that metric, so likely that she would go through. If Laura Turner wins this one 3-2, she would have to beat Lisa Ashton 3-0.
100.
So still a lot of work to do.
Yeah, it really is getting down to the nitty-gritty now,
100.
and permutations are quite complex at times.
Yeah, just win as many legs as you can and see where it takes you. Will be the approach on the hockey.
28. Rhian, you require 160.
But also, you know, sometimes you have to rely on other results, don't you?
62.
So it's all right, you doing your bit kind of thing, but other results can alter it.
83. Rhian, you
Well, it
require
gets it down to a finish,
98.
that, but O'Sullivan looks likely to level here.
82.
Unless Laura
Rory
Turner
require
can produce a blockbuster of a
145.
checkout.
Well, not to be this time.
60. Rhian, you require 16.
So, 88 for Rhian.
Gets
Finds it
on
with
the
the first
full
start
flag.
and does
Rhian
level
O'Sullivan.
the match.
And that leg does confirm the
Fifth
qualification
and
of
final
Kirsty
leg. It's
Vikanan.
Laura to throw first. Game on.
She is through alongside Rhian O'Sullivan. And Laura Turner against Lisa Ashton may or may not be decisive, because of course if O'Sullivan wins this leg, then it's all over. We know who's through with 2 games to spare.
140.
That's a great start there from Laura. Kicking off with a 140.
100.
Laura favourite for this leg as she has the darts. However, the way things have been going tonight,
83.
every match has gone against the darts.
55. $26. 140.
Well, I thought that was another max coming there.
$45.
So pretty much neck and neck.
140.
So are we about to see everything signed and sealed here as Rhian O'Sullivan makes her race towards the finish line? Laura Turner showed some resolve and some fight,
100. Rhian, you require 66.
but that fight might be fought. Double 18 becomes double 9.
48.
Turner has
Rory
a
require
lifeline.
107.
Treble 17's the shot. She finds it. Double 18 then.
89. Rhian, you
Needed that.
require 18.
To keep the flame flickering.
No score.
But still,
Rory, you require 18.
still there's a chance. Laura Turner wants double 9 to defeat Rhian O'Sullivan and
Great
keep
shot. And the
her
match, Laura
faint
Turner.
hopes alive. A 3-2 success for Laura Turner against Rhian O'Sullivan, the league leader, the already qualified league leader. means that Turner can still go through, but she is going to have to beat Lisa Ashton 3-0 in the final match in this group. Next up, though, before we get to that one, it's Kirsty Vikanan against Lorraine Winstanley.
Are you ready to lift that trophy, Darius? Yes. Let's do it then. Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series 9 champion is Lucky D, Darius Labanowski!
Well, what a wonderful night of darts we have seen, and we are ready. Our champion is ready, and it's trophy time. So receive the trophy. £25,000. The new Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And one more time, the 8th Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And the new Modus Super Series champion is Andreas Dirty Harrison. And one more time, the 7th Modus Super Series champion. Give it up for Andreas Dirty Harrison!
The moment we've all been waiting for. Would you please show your appreciation for your Series 6 Modus Super Series champion, Scott Taylor!
One more time, your new Modus Super Series champion. He is Chucky. He is Jim McGuire.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series champion, retaining his title, the Nuke, Luke Lidlow!
Yeah, another special week at the Super Series next week. International pairs, the first time we've had a pairs format at the Super Series, and we're going to see Scotland, Belgium, Wales, Gibraltar, England and the Netherlands in Group A. Wales replacing Kenya, who have moved into Group B after some travel problems, but they will be here. Peter Wachiri and Manpreet Kelsey. Republic of Ireland team featuring a world master and a world champion in John O'Shea and Shane McGuire. David Schlichting and Marcel Althaus in Germany's team for Group B, and then Poland, Northern Ireland, featuring Neil Duff, and France complete the lineup, which gets underway, like every diet I've ever been on Monday. Well, that starts Monday, but this group we thought had ended, or was about to end, about 5 minutes ago. However, Laura Turner gave herself a lifeline. She's going to play Lisa Ashton in the final match of the group and needs a 3-0 win. Kirsty Vikanan, by virtue of that result, is now safely through. If she wins this one 3-0 or 3-1, she will be guaranteed second place. If that happens, she'll be grouped with Gemma Hayter and Trina Gulliver tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. First time I've qualified, so yeah, really looking forward to being a part of that.
First leg.
And you know as well as anybody, once you get down to a finals night situation, it's anybody's for the taking, isn't it?
It is indeed, and you know, it's different again because we'll have the crowd there. So all week we've been playing in silence, and tomorrow
125.
we'll have the crowd, so it'll take some getting used to.
I have to say though, last Saturday, that Champions Night, it was full in the auditorium downstairs, and there were times when you could not hear a pin drop because they were just so engrossed in
96.
the action, and the tension from the stage just seemed to bleed out into the audience.
Oh.
Jensen Walker, the latest Modus Super Series champion. Are we going to see a new name
76.
on the Women's Week Roll of Honour this week? The two previous winners, both through. Rhian O'Sullivan, who's won this group, and Kirsty Vikanan, who's on the stage now.
49.
Gemma Hayter, Trina herself, Vicky Pruitt, and one of Lisa Ashton or Laura Turner will be trying to add their name to the list of champions. That pairs should be fun as well next week, Trina. Players representing the country.
Yeah, it looks very interesting, and there's going to be some cracking games there. You look at that Group A, and it's just filled with talent.
And that dynamic of 4 players on the stage. We've spoken about players this week sort of suited to playing other players. It must be really hard to get into your rhythm.
Yeah, different format. Be good to see, and
100.
be some nice banter, I would guess.
Yeah, I just
Up there.
I just wonder where players are going to stand when Richie Burnett's at the hockey.
Back of the room.
Be like dominoes.
81. Kirsty require 122.
1-2-2 then here for Vikanan to take the opening leg. It's a fabulous dart.
Ticked it out in between the 2 first darts. She will be back for this 32.
Kirsty require 32.
So double 16 now to go 1 ahead. Double 8. Finds it with a third dart, top of the bed, and leads this match by 1 leg to 1. 1 leg to 0.
Lorraine to throw first.
I knew what I meant.
Lorraine Winstanley will be hoping it's one apiece after this one. It is her final game, this, but she can't qualify. I don't think
108.
results of match performances. I think she's been better than her last place finish in this group.
Yeah, especially earlier on today, this evening.
60.
She really has been peppering that treble 20 earlier on this evening.
Yeah, we saw her hit back-to-back 180s earlier tonight.
140.
She wasn't far off doing it again there.
Yeah, and obviously within that match, that one match alone, there was 5 maximums.
$100. $100.
Well, finds the treble 20 well there. Picks it out over the top of the other two. Way ahead in this leg.
140. Lorraine, you require 81.
Well, I wanted the treble 10 there. Just slipped into the
65.
treble 15. Does leave herself 16 and she will be back.
Yeah, playing at high level again here, Lorraine Winstanley. A match against Rhian O'Sullivan, which you referred to. She had an 11 dart leg in that.
140.
This for a 13.
Lorraine, you require 16. Game shot on the second
And that's what she
leg.
gets
Lorraine
to square it
Winstanley.
up.
Third leg, it's Kirsty to throw first.
High standard,
Game on.
high quality.
Yeah, great darts from these girls.
100.
94.64 for Kirsty and a 91.39 for Lorraine so far.
$100. $97.
A reminder, the final match will be a decisive match. Laura Turner has an outside chance against Lisa Ashton. She has to beat a 3-0.
21.
One leg for Lisa. We'll see her complete the finals night lineup.
$60. $85. $82.
Well, picks out the treble 19 well there, but doesn't leave herself a finish.
Yeah, couldn't do anything about it. It was the dart before that did the damage.
45.
Lucky for her, Lorraine is not having the same kind of leg as she did last time. At this point, she had 16 left.
Yeah, very different leg. Not that consistency there.
Well, however many times you look, Kirsty, it's not going to go in.
$45.
Still not in.
$40. Kirsty require 117.
So 117 for Kirsty. Treble 20 is the shot. So treble 19 now would leave tops.
$93.
Ticks off the treble 18. Lovely there. Leave herself 24.
$60. Kirsty required 24.
So for 2-1. Double 6.
$12. Lorraine, you require 150.
So an outside chance here for Lorraine. All she can do now is leave it handy.
Kirsty required 12.
To 12 now. Double 6. Takes it with a second dart
Third leg.
and leads this match by 2 legs to 1.
Yeah, she used the marker well there, brushed it against
Fourth
the barrel,
leg, it's Lorraine to
put
throw
it into
first.
that double 6 bed.
Game on.
And if she wins this leg, she'll be confirmed as second in the group, taking a tally to 10 points.
$63.
Great cover shot there after 2 disappointing darts.
$81. $80.
Oh, vicious bounce out there. Again off the barrel rather than the wire.
$60. $60.
Big game still to come. And then, of course, we are back live at 7:30 p.m. Saturday night. The final of Women's Week 3.
85. $41.
She should go for,
100.
I was going to say the bullseye there, but would have left herself a finish.
$100.
So 95 left. Treble 19.
99.
Would have left
Lorraine, you require
double 19.
157.
So a chance for Lorraine now.
Drifting into that treble 1 again. So Vikanan gets the opportunity
43.
to wrap it up,
Kirsty requires 76.
to condemn Lorraine Winstanley to finishing bottom of the group to secure second spot for herself. 20. And tops.
Game shot
In
on the
tops.
match. Kirsty Vikanan.
And that sees Kirsty Vikanan seal second spot in her group, meaning she will be alongside Gemma Hayter and Trina Gulliver at finals night on Saturday in her round robin group. She's through again, a perfect record of qualifying for finals nights at Women's Week, 3 from 3, and we will find out who will be the last qualifier in the next game. Lisa Ashton against Laura Turner. Ashton needs one leg, Turner needs to win 3-0.
Charlie McGuire, 164. 44. 32. Charlie required 120.
Well, 120. He's got a fair, at least 2 handfuls at this. Just needs to stay
60.
there. That's a good shot. Halves his score. Leaves himself on a 2-darter.
$26. Charlie
Time on his
required
side
60.
to become back-to-back singles champion.
$40.
Definitely a couple of nerves in those last 2 darts. But he'll be coming back.
It's a moment he's been in before this situation. Standing at the back of the stage,
Charlie
approaching the
required
hockey with a
20.
chance to win the title.
He did this to win the first title, if you remember.
11.
I think he's gone.
Georgia
I think
required
he's gone to
180.
bust it, maybe. The first title he won, he wanted 20. He went 6-7-7 to win it. He had a chance to replicate it again.
Yeah, I get the feeling that was for a bust, and
39.
on that situation there, George Scaife wasn't even
9.
able to take it out going to the 18s on that switch.
Yeah, I think he just panicked a bit, but he's done well to get that big one.
Sometimes can be the hardest part.
Georgia requires
This is it.
79.
It's got to be 19s. It's got to be 19s for this shot. Big 20 and a double. He's got the first one. He's going to get a match dart here.
$59. Charlie
Threw the entire
required
body into that
8.
one. Just didn't want to let go of the dart.
No score.
He's given George a chance.
Georgia require 20.
I think George has been quite good on double 10 today.
So many opportunities for Charlie Murphy.
Go
Couldn't get the job
ahead.
done.
Got in the match. And the Red Dragon
George
Modus
Scaife.
Super Series Influencers Champion, George Scaife.
So 1 place left up for grabs, and it will be one of the ladies on stage right now, Lisa Ashton and Laura Turner, fighting it out for 3rd place in Group B. And you can see there that Laura Turner needs to win, and she's going to need a full 6-leg swing to overcome Lisa Ashton, meaning she needs to win 3-0. She will move into 3rd place at Lisa's expense if she gets that. That also means that Lisa Ashton will be through if she gets just 1 leg in this contest. Not sure how much either player will know about the scenario. We never are. But that is what it will take for Turner to do it. And if she pulls it off, fair play to her.
Yeah, she'd have worked hard. She's worked hard tonight to get herself into this position. So
First leg, it's Lisa to throw first. Game on.
Needed to beat Rhian O'Sullivan. She did it. Now needs to beat Lisa Ashton without dropping a leg. That is a tough task
96.
for anybody.
yes, indeed it is, and time will tell.
60.
Gemma Hayter already there. Remember, won Group A earlier in the week this afternoon. Vicky Proom and the great Trina Gulliver making it through.
55.
And tonight, Rhian O'Sullivan and Kirsty Vikanan have joined them. Lisa Ashton, the heavy favourite to be the final name at finals night. But it ain't over until it's over.
50. 100.
Finds the treble 20 with the last start there. And Laura finds the treble 20 with her first and her second.
140.
Almost the third.
But she needed the 140, didn't she? Just to get herself back in contention in this leg.
81.
Well, Lisa hitting a 1 there with her last dart and leaves herself on 169, which of course is not a finish.
45.
Still on course, but going off course quickly. Great recovery there. Fantastic from Lisa Ashton, who has 46 in front of her when she comes back to secure her Saturday night spot.
Well, that's great pressure there from Laura applied. So top cent. Finds it
first leg.
with her third dart and leads by 1 leg to 0.
Second leg.
I think
Laura
Turner's worked it out.
Game on.
That is her race run, and Lisa Ashton is indeed the 6th and final qualifier for Saturday night's finale of this Women's Week. It will be Hayter, Pruitt, Gulliver, O'Sullivan, Vikanan and Ashton. Laura cannot complete the turnaround.
100. 41. 100. 140. 96. 43. 65.
Good thinking there from Lisa.
Yeah, it went down to the last match, but only the first leg of it. All is decided now. Suppose if Laura Turner sticks around, we'll find some use for her tomorrow.
45. Lisa require 140.
So she can have this seat where I'm sitting.
90.
I'll leave my notes up for her,
Yeah.
just in case.
Very kind.
Just in case.
That's why you tried so hard to qualify, wasn't it? To avoid another night spent with me.
42. Lisa require 50.
10 for top cent.
Game shot on the
A double 10
leg.
found.
Lisa
Lisa Ashton leads 2-0. Looks like she may well do it convincingly here.
Third leg, it's Lisa to throw first. Game on. $85. $95. $100.
Well, average is currently 84.79 for Lisa and 72.42 for Laura.
140. $140.
Well, Lisa replies to Laura's 140.
$99.
Good thinking, ensuring she left a check out.
30. Laurie require 167. $97. Lisa, you require 146.
So Turner coming back for 70 to at least keep the fight up in this match.
58. Laurie requires 70.
Double 16.
38. Lisa, you require 88.
And this to win it 3-0. 18 segment. And the ball.
46. Laurie, you require 32.
So a chance for Laura to take out double 16. Double 8 now. Takes it with the second dart.
Leg. Laura turn.
Gets a leg on the board.
Fourth leg, it's Laura to throw first. Game on.
Just a little puzzled look from Lisa Ashton. She is safe. She is through.
Not sure if she knows.
60. $139.
I decided to go for the 19s there, which was sensible with the second dart hanging out of the treble 20 bed, protecting that dart by going elsewhere.
100. $134.
That's great darts there from Lisa Ashton.
It will, of course, be her first finals night appearance on a Women's Week for Lisa Ashton. Didn't play in the first. Missed out on reaching Saturday in the second. And it's third time lucky for Lisa, who has played on Saturday night occasions before, but not on a Women's Week.
100. $100. Lisa, you require 128.
So 128 for Lisa. Treble 20.
40. Laurie, you require 160.
Finds the first one. Needed another.
100. Lisa,
Does leave herself 60
88.
if she gets the chance to come back.
She may not get that chance. Double 14, now double 7. And
Good
Lisa
shot.
Ashton
And the match, Lisa
signs
Ashton.
off with a victory. Her place at finals night confirmed. Laura Turner departs this Women's Week. A beaten finalist at Women's Week 2, but she will not be there at the Saturday showpiece at Women's Week 3. Lisa Ashton will be, after a 3-1 win, sealed her spot. She joins Kirsty Vikanan and Rhian O'Sullivan from this group, Gemma Hayter from Group A, Vicky Proom and Trina Gulliver from Group C. And I'll be chatting with Trina after this.
Are you ready to lift that trophy, Darius? Yes. Let's do it then. Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series 9 champion is Lucky D, Darius Labanowski!
Well, what a wonderful night of darts we have seen, and we are ready. Our champion is ready, and it's trophy. So receive the trophy. £25,000. The new Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And one more time, the 8th Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And the new Modus Super Series champion is Andreas Dirty Harrison. And one more time, the 7th Modus Super Series champion. Give it up for Andreas Dirty Harrison.
The moment we've all been waiting for. Would you please show your appreciation for your Series 6 Modus Super Series champion, Scott Taylor?
One more time, your new Modus Super Series champion. He is Chucky. He is Jim McGuire.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series champion, retaining his title, the Nuke, Luke Lidlow!
Well, time to summarise tonight's Group B action at Women's Week 3. This is a story of the evening. Rhian O'Sullivan won the opening match against Lisa Ashton 3-0. That then guaranteed O'Sullivan's spot at finals night. She didn't win since qualifying. Lorraine Winstanley won a brilliant game between the pair of them, but that would be all that she could manage tonight. It was Lisa Ashton and Kirsty Vikanan who took the other two spots, finishing second and third in the table. In fact, in the end, all tied on 10 points. But that healthy leg difference that O'Sullivan got for herself yesterday sees her finish top. Vikanan in second, Ashton in third, Laura Turner and Lorraine Winstanley missing out. Trina, you're going to be there at finals night tomorrow. We'll talk about you a little bit later, but let's just focus on what we've seen tonight. Rhian got the job done early tonight, didn't she?
She did, and you know, that's perfect timing for her, and she'd wanted to get it done as soon as possible, and she did just that.
Yeah, brilliant checkout to seal qualification as well, a 105 against Lisa Ashton. I wouldn't say she took a foot off the gas. She had that brilliant game next against Lorraine Winstanley, but results didn't go away, and I suppose it didn't really matter after that.
No, and I think she probably relaxed a little bit too much, and the results didn't come a bit further down the line. But yeah, I mean, she's played absolutely awesome, hasn't she, over the last couple of days, and she very much deserves her place at the top of the table.
Second place, Kirsty Vikanan, 3 from 3 now in terms of making it through to finals nights at Women's Weeks. Very impressive record, very impressive player. Yes, indeed. That is a good record to have, and shows a consistency and shows where her game is. And yeah, she's top quality player. Yeah, she'll be back to defend her title, of course, having won it the last time around. But she'll be joined by someone who hasn't played at a Women's Week final yet. That's Lisa Ashton. It seems strange to say that. We don't have to say it anymore. She's there. Yeah, I mean, the last time she had to, she wasn't very well, so she never qualified. But yes, she's played solid, absolutely solid. So and deserves her place at the top of the table as well. Yeah, we say goodbye to Laura Turner and Lorraine Winstanley this time around. They both made it last time, Laura the beaten finalist, but she gave herself a chance, didn't she, with that win over Rhian O'Sullivan, and it was just too big an ask maybe to beat Lisa Ashton 3-0 there. Yeah, it's a little bit too much to do at the last moment, and yeah, the pressure was really on, and Lisa obviously wants to make sure of her place as well. So yeah, so it was all to play for in the last game, but yeah, it was eventually won by Lisa Ashton. So confirmation of who has made it and how they got there. Gemma Hayter on Wednesday, of course, won Group A. Rhian O'Sullivan tonight winning Group B with Kirsty Vikanan and Lisa Ashton for company. Vicky Pruitt winning Group C with Trina Gulliver as the runner-up. She will be there on Saturday, and we can tell you the groups for tomorrow night's action. Gemma Hayter, Kirsty Vikanan and Trina in Group 1. Group 2, Rhian O'Sullivan, Vicky Pruitt and Lisa Ashton. That's going to be rapid, isn't it? But your reaction to the group that you're in, Trina? Yeah, slightly slower group, I would say. But, well, it doesn't matter which group you're in. There's quality players there, and it doesn't matter which group you're in. It's going to be tough. Just try and reflect again on what you did this afternoon, the relief, the emotion of making it to finals night. What does it mean to you? Yeah, I've been here a couple of times before, and it's, I love being here, and that stage is very comfortable, and I felt that more this week than I have in previous times, and yeah, to get over the line today it was hard work, but I managed to do it. And people at home would be watching and thinking, look, Trina Gulliver's a 10-time world champion. Making it to a finals night at Modus Super Series is not really going to be that big a deal to her, but I suppose it's whatever you're playing in now that's important, isn't it? No, it is a big deal to me. It's, it's things have gone on with my, I took a bit of time out because I was poorly, and to come back, and I've slowly come back to it, and tried to find my form, and it's getting there, and yeah, and it's I've managed to achieve the finals night. How will you approach tomorrow? I'm going to have a load of sleep first. Yeah, I'll just relax, get plenty of sleep tonight and in the morning, and then I might be doing some bit of commentary tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, we've got an event on here in the afternoon, haven't we, behind closed doors, so you can help us out with that, but you won't be a pundit on the Women's Week finals night because you'll be on the stage instead. So just give us your reflections overall on the week and the showcase of the women's game. Well, it's just brilliant, isn't it? It's just, to have this opportunity for the ladies' game to come here to this fantastic venue, and it's just brilliant, and where we can showcase what we can do, and yeah, it's just an awesome place to be. How confident are you feeling? I'll let you know tomorrow. And I'd normally ask at this point who the sort of main contenders are. It's probably not really fair to do that with you playing in the field, but who has impressed you throughout the week? I think what you've got to say is, like, Rhian's performance has been top notch. Gemma's been good. Kirsty's been solid as well. So, and Lisa as well, so it's just wide open. And Vicky, in fact, Vicky has been very solid all week. So, yeah, it's wide open. You missed one out
Oh, me.
Yeah, no, you've done.
I wasn't as solid.
Yeah, you've done really well to get there. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Really pleased for you. Looking forward to watching you on the stage tomorrow. Go and get that sleep.
I will.
Thanks very
Thank
much,
you.
Trina. Right, plenty coming up on the Modus Super Series channel. Coming up next, we are going to replay that finals night from Women's Week 2. If you missed that, just stay awake, put your feet up and tune in for that in preparation for tomorrow. Saturday, 3:55 p.m, a Tungsten Talk with the brilliant Bo Greaves. And that finals night takes place from 7:30 live here on Pluto TV. And Monday morning, a brand new concept, international pairs, a brand new concept at the Super Series. But it is all set for finals night tomorrow, 7:30. Do join us then. Good night.
What a finish! What a man!
The drum roll finishes, and the target is hit.
And it comes on finals night, and it's another Andreas Dirty Harrison! Van Velzen!
54. Charlie McGuire, 164. 44. 32. Charlie required 120.
Well, 120. He's got a fair, at least 2 handfuls at this. Just needs to stay
60.
there. That's a good shot. Halves his score. Leaves himself on a 2-darter.
$26. Charlie
Time on his
required
side
60.
to become back-to-back singles champion.
$40.
Definitely a couple of nerves in those last 2 darts. But he'll be coming back.
It's a moment he's been in before this situation. Standing at the back of the
81.
stage,
Charlie
approaching the
required
Yoki with a
20.
chance to win the title.
He did this to win the first title, if you remember.
11.
I think he's gone.
Georgia
I think he's
required
gone to
118.
bust it, maybe. The first title he wanted 20. He went 6-7-7 to win it. He had a chance to replicate it again.
Yeah, I get the feeling that was for a bust, and
39.
on that situation there, George Scaife wasn't even
9.
able to take it out going to the 18s on that switch.
Yeah, I think he just panicked a bit, but he's done well to get that big one.
Sometimes can be the hardest part.
Georgia requires
This is it.
79.
It's got to be 19s. It's got to be 19s for this shot. Big 20 and a double. He's got the first one. He's going to get a match dart here.
$59. Charlie
Threw the entire
required
body into that
8.
one. Just didn't want to let go of the dart.
No score.
He's given George a chance.
Georgia require 20.
I think George has been quite good on double 10 today.
So many opportunities for Charlie Murphy.
Go
Couldn't get the job
it.
done.
Got in the match! And the Red Dragon
George
Modus
Scaife.
Super Series Influencers Champion, George